Hello and welcome. This is Amy of AJC Magic TV. I do welcome you all in. I do thank you for joining and when you come in. I hope you have been having a good day. Um, it's always fun to see how people are doing. Hello, Mike Wheeler. I hope you had a great birthday. I'm sorry that I couldn't participate with the blind box swap. I know when I got sick and kind of I missed everything. So, but I hope you had a great birthday. That looked like a cool idea. And hopefully, if you ever do it again, that would be something I would want to do because I thought it was really cool. Hello, Jonathan Chong. Thank you for joining. And um, today I thought we would do just some this and that. I have a couple of this and that's that I have. Talk a little bit about Disney, and maybe do some questions about ourselves and find out about each other. And at least you can find out information about me. I know I've talked about different things. I do have some new people that come into the channel every once in a while and just talk about different things that you like or dislike or um, just all around having fun. Hello, Daniel. Welcome in, Disinfinity. Um, I hope you had a great day. Hello, Catherine Wilby. Thank you for joining. Um, if we have time, we'll do maybe some little bit of trivia. I know the Disney Nerd Herders today. I had seen that they're taking off today um, for various things. So we can go a little bit over, but just remember Disney Nerd Herders do go live at 7 p.m. on Wednesday evenings. And I know Pete McDevitt goes live. And and then at 8 o'clock, The Wonderful World of Walter, also DNG Explorers. At also 9 p.m., I'm not sure what Monarch Monads are doing. I know they've been going live from the Disneyland Resort. That's been pretty cool to see that. And are also taking a day off. Okay, I'm sure. Welcome in, Penguin Master. Welcome in, Movie Mania Nick. No, you're welcome, Movie Mania Nick. A lot of times when I'm in a dead spot at work, it's like cool to see what other people are doing and see where they live or what they're showing in and around the areas. Because I know I can't get to Disney all the time. One of the reasons why I show around Pennsylvania, sometimes Ohio, and West Virginia. Okay, I figure they probably were traveling home today. Thank you, Mike and Daniel. And we'll just have some fun today. So, and then the This and That crew go on at 9 p.m. also. So there's lots of people that check out on a Wednesday. Also, thank you to Dean at theliveplace.com for hosting my channel and many others. Um, Go and check out theliveplace.com. You can find all kinds of different streamers, Disney streamers, cruise streamers, RVers, travel people. So there's a lot of different genre of YouTube channels that are on the Live Place. Welcome in, Rhonda, DWG Adventures. Hope you had a great trip. I was trying to listen to some of it, but sometimes it gets sticky at work and you have to pay attention to what's going on at work or the phone rings or something. But I do welcome everyone in. It's much appreciative. If you are enjoying the stream and everything, I do appreciate that you hit that thumbs up button. It does help out my channel. And okay, Carol Karki, thank you. No problem. I welcome the Ninja Watchers. Um, I just hope that you would hit that like button. It does help out my channel. If you are new listening and watching, check out some of my other videos and different live streams. Um, and consider subscribing because I'm hoping to get down to Disney this summer, hopefully sooner than later. And I know I'm going to be definitely going down in the fall and possibly like the holiday time at Christmas. Um, so it'll be pretty good. And Helmir Forging, yeah, no problem. Yeah, I was getting my dinner and eating while I was listening T. Marie's place. She does go on before me. Check out all the stuff that she does because it's pretty creative. And if if you go, oh yes, Daniel, definitely. I'm gonna show some magic mail. Welcome in, Danny Griswold Family Vacay. Um, they also go live at 10 p.m. if you love trivia. I know he's going at live tonight at 10 p.m. with trivia. So check that out. Okay, I'm going to show some magic mail and then we will get started. I'm just pulling up the pictures I want for the this and that, and we'll get started here. Hopefully I can find the other one. Here we go. Okay. I do like to thank, I know I usually feel bad because I'm terrible at giving magic mail to people and different things. Um, so, um, so I do apologize, but I am thankful when other people do the magic mail. I am planning on sending out various things, and so hopefully I'll get going. I know I owe Mike Wheeler some magic mail, and Daniel, I'll have to get together, and you can IG if you're comfortable enough to send your address or PO box to me so I can send out magic mail to you because you guys won prizes last week and some various other things. If AP comes back towards the end of the summer, like I think it will, I'll be headed back this fall. Yes, that's one of the things I need to start doing. I renewed mine before I had to renew it before the whole shutdown and everything is. So I have an extension, and I was able to use it right before the shutdown and everything. But I need to get some worth out of it and then continue it on. Hopefully, they're not going to raise the prices, which I know Disney they'll raise the prices anyway. Um, so that's the other thing. That's probably what will happen is they'll come out with the APs and they'll be like double what they cost before. But the first Magic Mill, I am a member of Pete McDevitt's channel, the Pete McDevitt Show, and the Preston Show. Also, whenever they do that, I do thank them for the card, for being a member, and talking about his show and everything. So thank you, Pete, for the card. Um, I do appreciate it because I know with you in and out, not feeling well and different things, but I always think of you and pray for you. I know it's not easy having medical conditions. One of the things I was supposed to go down to Disney in April, and I had some medical issues, and they're slowly I'm getting better, and everything. So that's one of the reasons why I'd like to get back to Disney. And now that they have like, I am fully vaccinated. I know with them having they no mask roll outside, I don't have a problem with that. If I am in a crowded place, I will wear a mask, but in comply with it in the lines. But yeah, in the heat of the summer at Disney, it'll be nice to not have to wear a mask. And it looks like the crowds are going to get bigger and bigger as the time goes on. So probably by the time I get there, they'll be at full capacity or whatever. Anyway, because it looks like it's just getting busier and busier at all the parks and stuff. And I know I go to the local amusement park in my area called Kennywood Park, and it's pretty busy, and it's yeah, it's hard with that mass rule of them saying about vaccinated people and stuff, but it's pretty dicey. And I wore my mask around there just because it's a smaller park and some areas get crowded. And if I'm in an area by myself, I take off my mask just because. If and a lot of you don't know, I had a kidney transplant and my system is immunocompromised because of the anti-rejection drugs and stuff that I take. So I do be very careful with different things. So that's one of the reasons why I'm cautious. I probably will wear a mask all the time on the airplane, whether you have to or not, just because a lot of times I just feel that whenever I take airplane trips, and this is even before I had my kidney transplant, I would come off pretty stuffy and just different things. So, but yes, these cards are pretty cool. So I do thank Pete the Pete McDevitt Show. Make sure you check out his channel if one of the mods want to drop a link to his channel, because I know he does interviews with creators usually on Wednesday nights. He's doing baseball streams. He'll do football streams when they come out, and also he does a Sunday night show for more for the adult crowd, but just to have some fun on the hot seat. So check that out. Also, yes, Daniel, it is a personal preference, and like I said, a lot of times if I'm outside by myself and maybe with one or two people that I know and stuff, I don't have a problem with not having a mask on and different things. So yes, it is a personal preference, and I know most people, and believe me, I don't want to wear a mask any more than anybody else doesn't either. So it's just, just for me, cautionary at this point. Also, the other magic mail, and I know a lot of you had seen that on T. Marie's place, but I am a member of Zippity Doodad. I do thank him for the button bottle opener. I think it's pretty cool. I've always needed a bottle opener because a lot of times when I'm at work, I drink. Sometimes from Chipotle, they have Mexican Coca-Cola, and it comes in a glass bottle, and you have to actually pop off the lid. It's not a twist lid either, but so this will actually come in handy. So thank you, Zip. And he also sent a postcard that is Snow White and Dopey, or yeah, Snow White looking down at the animals and talking and everything like that. And the Seven Dwarfs. So I do thank you, Zip, for that. I know I'm a member, but I have been following Zippy do that since he went live on his first marathon trip that he was on, and watching him, and also some other channels that were beginning, and he was in the chat and everything. So it's fun to watch him, and he does support me in certain areas also. So thank you, Zip, and the family. Also, the big magic mail. I had been looking into it and everything, and I know everybody's getting them. So maybe one of these days you will get one of my AJC Magic TV buttons. I did order some. Some of you may get it in Magic Mail because you may not be able to get to Disney to get one, and some of you will get one whenever I'm in the parks, or even if you're in and around Pittsburgh and we meet up or something, I may carry some of them too. Yeah, Mike, I didn't know it was a magnet until I heard Tina talking about that, because I put it away to actually, so I knew that I would actually have it for today to show and thank him. But I did make the button. Some of you, whenever you get this button, I am going to change up my logo a little bit just because I want to change off the Pixar ball so I can do t-shirts and not have any problems and stuff. So I'm going to keep a ball there, but maybe change out the colors and everything. So this may just be a limited edition logo type of thing for you. So if you're lucky to get one, this is it. And I do thank Russ for making my logo. And I do have a t-shirt that he had made me, and a polo shirt also. I need to get that out and start wearing it. I have it put away safely because with the logo on it, I don't want it to get ruined and everything. And yes, so, and I do thank Triple P for also giving me the name of a place that I can get buttons from and everything. Yeah, yeah, these are pretty nice. I wasn't sure how big to get them, and now I know I could go a little bit bigger on it, but I didn't want to get something too big. This way you can put a bunch of buttons on your clothing or wherever you put them. So that's the new logo button. Okay, we'll get started on the this and that. I enjoy Star Wars, and this and that is kind of it is a Star Wars theme. Some of it talks about more like a Galaxy's Edge type of thing, and some of them talk about different characters in Star Wars. Yeah, everyone is getting buttons now. I think that's because it's easier to buy them in bulk, and I don't have T-shirts out and stuff like that. But this is something fun to give to somebody that likes to just wear a button or whatever. And for me, I'm giving them out free. So, or it'd be nice to exchange them with someone with for their logo button or whatever. I do have a few of them already. And that's probably the easiest to give out. I had looked into like doing stickers, but you could lose stickers, and some people, they do collect stickers, and maybe they have a sticker board or a sticker book or something. But I know people display their pins and buttons and stuff. So hopefully you'll get one. But here we go. It's a this and that on Star Wars. And if you had this, maybe you'll know whether or not what you might prefer. Um, so here we go. Um, this one is more of Galaxy's Edge. So if you probably haven't been to Galaxy's Edge, it'll probably be a little bit harder unless you think you might like it from people's descriptions. But blue milk or green milk? This or that? Blue milk or green milk? I prefer the blue milk. For me, it tastes more fruitier. Um, actually, it is. Uh, I know it tastes a little slushy, thick, condensed type of thing, but for me, the fruitiness of it tastes pretty good. I'm not going to say I'm a total big fan of the blue milk. Both times that I did get the blue milk, I used my snack credits, so I didn't really pay to get it. And the one time I decided I was going to try the green milk, and the cast member asked me, "Have you ever tried the green milk?" Um, and I said no, but I'd like to try it. And she gave me a sample of it to see if I really liked it or not. And um, it does have to me, and maybe it's the taste buds and what you like or prefer, but it did have like a I don't want to say it tastes like grass because I don't really know what grass tastes like, but it did taste more flowery or that type of flavoring. But I did taste like a little bit of lemony type of thing. I know um, some of the people who maybe are vegan might prefer the green milk a little bit more because of that flavoring and everything. It wasn't too bad, but I'm glad she let me try it before I got it, so that I ended up just getting the blue milk. Yes, it's more natural and earthy taste. So I didn't waste a snack credit on green milk. So I was able to get the blue milk and everything. No problem, Mike and Daniel and Rhonda. Yeah, sometimes it it's hard nowadays when I look up the passes and everything. If you see a Hollywood Studios, you have to jump on it, and maybe you didn't have time to get there. So that's the other thing too. So we'll go with that. So I enjoyed the blue milk. Um, the First Order or the Resistance, and in the Star Wars terms now, First Order and the Resistance. Um, I always like the Resistance, although my favorite villain out of Star Wars is Darth Vader. I know Kylo Ren does not scare me, and he just wasn't like that villainous for me. Maybe for other people, they did. I didn't have Park Harper and had to make choices. Yeah, that's understandable, Rhonda. Usually with an annual, well, even now with the annual pass, the park hopping, it's nice now that they offer the park hopping, but you still have to have a park to actually be able to go and do it. And that's one of the things I do miss is I can't wait. I know it's going to be going for a long time, and who knows, they might do it forever, having park reservations. You know, you hear that in different conversations and stuff, but I like the carefree thing where I would get up early, go to one park, and by lunchtime or noon, I could hop to the other park and maybe have lunch or or go do something else. Kylo's just a wannabe, I guess. But the Resistance is my favorite. I like Princess Leia and Han and Luke and well, even the newer characters that were in the Resistance. The next one is Yoda or Baby Yoda. That's a hard choice. Yoda or Baby Yoda. Um, I would say for me, since I grew up with the original Star Wars stories, Yoda is my one of my favorite characters. Yeah, Baby Yoda's cute and everything like that, but um, I got this grew up with the original movies, and Yoda was one of my favorite characters. I have a plastic Yoda puppet that came out when Mattel made all the different. Yeah, I think Kenner or Mattel made the toys and everything like that. So Yoda is my favorite, the old Yoda. No preference really, Rhonda. This Infinity says the old Yoda and Jonathan Chong Yoda. Yeah. And right now, Baby Yoda is just developing and stuff, and he looks cute and does some funny things and stuff. But yeah. Now the next one, I kind of gave that away already, but this or that, Darth Vader or Kylo Ren. The newer fans will say Grogu, but older fans will probably say Yoda. Yes, that's probably true there, Daniel. And it'll be interesting how they develop that whole, if that whole series and stuff that they're going to continue. But Darth Vader or Kylo Ren, I already gave that away for myself. I didn't realize that was on there. But Darth Vader for me, he is my favorite villain out of the Star Wars thing. When you first watch the first movies and see him coming across, or even hearing his breathing before he comes across, it was pretty scary. Or the way he would put on his fingers and choke, actually kill his people in a sense, if you didn't obey his orders or even complete the orders, you were in trouble. Yeah, Kylo is better to look at, yes. Welcome in, friendly gamer. Thank you for joining. But yes, Darth Vader for me. Now, on this or that, Porgs or Babu Frick. I'm not sure who Babu Frick is, so I'm probably going to have to say Porgs, unless Babu Frick is an Ewok because they were cute. But Porgs at this point, because I'm not sure who Babu Frick was, unless somebody else knows who he is. Unless he was that little creature guy that Jabba the Hutt had next to him. Do you know Friendly Gamer? Because I know you know Star Wars, or any of you. So the Porgs or Babu Frick. Anybody have a preference? I think I might have lost my chat. Let me see if I can. Babu Frick definitely isn't as cute as a porg. Yes. Welcome in, Candy Mom, Cynthia. Thank you for joining in. We're just going over this and that. It is Star Wars questions right now, and then I have one for the parks. Babu was in Rise of Skywalker. He was one of the one working on C-3PO. Oh, okay. I do remember that character now that you said that. I would say the Porgs are cute. The Porgs are like those little penguin looking white and brown characters. They kind of look like penguins in a way, but they're little like creatures type of thing that are brown and white with brown spots. The Porgs. I don't know. I think I gave him away as a grab bag gift. But I had a shoulder Porg that I had bought, and then I decided to put it in my youth group um, grab bag gift, and the kid who got it really loved it. So that was good because he enjoys all that type of Star Wars stuff and things like that. So he wears it around. Either that or I have one in a bag somewhere in my Disney stuff that barely gets unpacked. Okay, next one. R2D2 or BB-8? R2D2 or BB-8? I'm gonna have to go with R2D2 in my opinion. I do like BB-8. It's cute, nice little difference of a droid, but R2 to me, he really has some sass to him, and just I just like the way he is. I built an R2D2 when I was in Batu, um, so but he's like he was one of my favorites in droids in, of course, Star Wars, because he is one of the main characters throughout that movie. I know BB-8 becomes a main character in the newer ones, although he's cute and he rolls around and everything like that. If you have one of the droids, his head always falls off too. So, but he doesn't do that in the movies because that's not the way they built him. But I think R2 he does have some sass the way he'll like shake and just whatever and tells you how it is with his voice. Um, the next one is Poe Dameron or Finn. Poe Dameron or Finn. Um, I don't really have any choice on that one. I'm not even sure which one I would pick. Hello, William of England, Portugal. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining in. But Poe Dameron or Finn. I think Poe actually helps Ray a little more, but I could be wrong. Or is that Finn? But probably Poe. I think he helps Ray a lot more. Welcome in, Debbie Burnfeld. Thank you very much for joining. And I do appreciate you dropping in. Right now, we're doing a Star Wars this and that. I do have a Disney this and that. And then we will talk and maybe have some trivia if we have time. So I do thank you for joining in. The next one is Lando Calrissian or Chewbacca. Yeah, I would say they both are good, even maybe leaning on Poe just a tad more. Yeah. The next one is Lando Calrissian or Chewbacca. I'm going to pick Chewbacca. Um, I always like Chewie. You talk about somebody that has some sass and the way he just, hey, if he doesn't like it, he'll tell you. But Chewbacca, he's one of my favorites. Um, that's the one thing for me. I am not a very tall person. So when I met Darth Vader and Chewbacca, it was pretty interesting standing up next to both of them. They're pretty tall, especially Chewie. And I know during the Star Wars weekend days, the guy who played Chewbacca was there a couple of times. So, but Chewbacca is one of my favorites. Now the next one, Chewie was inspired by George Lucas's dog. That's a good fact, the friendly gamer. Did not know that. I probably did, but I did not really remember that. Yeah, the Star Wars weekends were fun. They used to have the stormtroopers up on top of the entrance gate and different things. So that was pretty cool. But Chewbacca. The next one is Rey or Princess Leia. Rey or Princess Leia. For me, Princess Leia. Um, yeah, Rey has some good skills and different things, but I always liked Princess Leia. It's pretty sad that Carrie Fisher has passed away, but Princess Leia was always a character that I really liked. Not to say that I don't like what Rey, but I guess just because the way the movie's all developed, she does have skills and different things. I was just a little disappointed how different things turned out with that. But Princess Leia will always be my favorite. And a lot of people are saying Princess Leia in here. Rey is a good character, but against Leia, no chance. Yeah, yes. The next one is Boba Fett or Din Djarin. Boba Fett or Din Djarin? I'm going to go with Boba Fett. Um, I'll go with Boba Fett. He just seemed pretty tough and everything like that. So I'm not sure who you guys will go with if you want to put in your answer or maybe why or whatever. But Boba Fett for me, he's an original character. Um, he was a tough guy and everything. So, but Boba Fett for me. But that's all the Star Wars this and that. If you want to put in your characters, or maybe if you let me know who your favorite Star Wars characters are, um, you can put that in the chat also. I know for me, R2D2, Chewbacca are two of my favorite characters, and Yoda. Yoda is probably my top favorite character. I just love his wisdom and just that whole. Maybe because I'm a short person, I'm not as short as Yoda was, but um, but that was one of the things. Din Djarin has more character to him than Boba. Okay, this is fun. Thank you, William. Okay, we'll move on to the Disney this and that. And it could go with, yeah, it's mostly Disney type of questions, but some of them could be more maybe if you don't get the Disney, maybe something that you would do at your favorite amusement park. But it's, well, if you're finished with the Star Wars, I don't know how many of you have seen Star Wars before. I know I got to see them when they first came out. We went to the drive-in, and they're pretty incredible. I remember we had the various different toys. We had a case that was Darth Vader's head that you put in the little figurines. I think we still have that case somewhere in one of the closets here. And so we had some of the different toys and stuff. So those were my favorite. Probably when they did start doing the prequel, the third one, which is the Revenge of the Sith, was probably one of my favorites of how Darth Vader became Darth Vader. And the other three movies, they're okay, they're good. It was great to see how things would turn out. I'm not saying they were totally bad. Um, it was neat to see how they incorporated Leia and Han. Unfortunately, different things that happened, and see where it went with the series. So yeah, I've not seen all the movies yet. Okay, we'll go on to the Disney part of it. I only saw the very first movie when I was younger. Haven't seen any other movies since then. Okay, no problem. Even if you go to Galaxy's Edge and you never seen the movies, um, I think you probably would enjoy it in a way, but I know as a Star Wars fan, um, when you first see the Millennium Falcon and actually get to go in and see a replication of it, and that is just incredible to seeing that. Uh, to me, it's unfortunate that they didn't incorporate the old Star Wars and kind of mixed it in, and they went with like a whole nother type of land. But I still think the two rides that are in there are pretty good, and they're fun, they're different, innovative, and it does when you go into the land, you feel like you're in a whole different world. You forget that the the normalness of Hollywood studios is right beyond the walls there. Must be great to be in the spaceship. Yeah, it was interesting, and pretty neat to see inside it, and actually go in and sit in the cockpit and stuff. So that was pretty neat. I love the immersion in architecture, so I know I love that even if I'm a Trekkie fan. Yes. Um, I enjoyed the Star Trek stuff. I'm not as big a fan. I do have a brother-in-law that loves Star Trek and Star Wars, so seen a lot of the different movies and TV shows and stuff. So on that. So, okay, we'll go on to the Disney side of everything. It's this or that. Which do you prefer, fireworks or parades? Fireworks or parades? I guess for me, I do enjoy the fireworks, so I'm going to go ahead and say the fireworks, nighttime shows type of things. Although some of the parades are nice, I will admit, um, all those years I missed the 3 o'clock parade because I was never in the parks at 3 o'clock. Usually that was like our break time. We were at the resort enjoying the pool and different things. Yes, Daniel, it is a tough one. Um, but occasionally I would see the 3 o'clock parade because I would be back. I did enjoy the nighttime parades when they had the electrical parade, Spectro Magic, um, and also the Halloween and Christmas parades. They're enjoyable and everything, but the fireworks are great too. So um, that is a tough one. It is, Daniel. And I right now, since I haven't been to Disney, I really haven't missed it. Except you miss it because people aren't streaming the fireworks and stuff like that. I got lucky enough to see the last Illuminations, and then also the one that filled in for Illuminations, Epcot Forever, and then also all the different fireworks for the Halloween, Christmas, and of course Wishes and the happily ever after. But the fireworks are pretty good. Yeah, it depends on the different parades, like you said. I'm hoping Disney will bring back a nighttime parade for the Magic Kingdom. Um, that was always fun. You'd watch the parade and then see the fireworks, and it was always fun. So it'd be really nice if they brought that back. During the Millennium Celebration, I really loved the Parade of Nations. I'm not sure if that was the exact name, but that was really cool. Where they had the giant drums and the music. I love that music. I have it on. Yeah, that's true. Um, Rhonda, that they right now they close before it gets dark, but I'm sure in the summertime when they increase crowds, they'll probably have a little bit of an increase in times. But yeah, at 8 o'clock, it's not dark yet down there, and it's starting to get dark here. But when I see live streams and I look out my window, it's getting dark and it's still light down in Florida. I like the shows that incorporate shows and fireworks. Yeah, like Phantasmic. I wish I would change that up a little bit. I do enjoy it. I don't see it every trip because I usually Phantasmic was usually um, like almost runs into where the Star Wars fireworks or the Christmas show that they had. But I can't wait to see the new Epcot show, Harmonious. I know people. I haven't seen the Showcase Lagoon except on stream. Um, on stream, yeah, it blocks like the things, but I'm sure it looks totally different when you see. Of course, it looks totally different when you're there in person than on stream. But yeah, it looks interesting. We'll see what happens. To me, it probably it's going to be something like World of Color at Epcot, maybe a little bit more. They could probably go a little bit more lavish than out in California, but we'll see what happens with that. And yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens here when things come down. Okay, we will go. It's ugly during the day, but that's because hides well in the dark. Yes. We'll go on to the next one. Sit down restaurants or quick service. Yeah, that's what Steve was saying. He watched it being moved around the World Showcase Lagoon the one day, and he was saying so. They're probably practicing and doing that. And then there's rumors that they might bring back Epcot Forever and then debut the Harmonious after the 50th or right around the 50th anniversary. So we'll see. Maybe the 4th of July they'll do it. Sit down versus quick service. Um, I'm with you, Rhonda, depending on the restaurant. Um, it's always nice sometimes to have that sit down restaurant because you can kind of go in, cool off, or maybe it's the end of the day if the park's closed early. Um, then you go and have a sit down. There are a few restaurants that I do enjoy and would definitely go into for the evening or even for lunchtime, because usually you can sit down and relax and eat and have fun. I do have some new restaurants on the list and everything. But yes, I do agree with you, Rhonda. It depends on the restaurant. I know for me in the summertime, sometimes it's not worth going to the sit down restaurants because I'm not that hungry. So quick service kind of does, I do better with the quick services or just snacks and different things and then have something later. I ended up not eating anything at Epcot, and I'm so mad at myself for that. Yeah. Um, I know for me, sometimes with those food and wine and flower and garden. Now, I haven't been to Flower and Garden when they had the food booths, they introduced them yet, but I've been there for the Christmas one, the holiday one, and also the food and wine. And I've enjoyed some of the booths, but I didn't get to enjoy a lot of them. Quick service can be better than some restaurants in terms of value and time. I do agree there, Jonathan Chung. There are some good sit down restaurants that you can pay almost as much as going into a sit down restaurant. I know my last trip in December of 2019, I had one leftover table service credit. I was running out of time. I decided to go to a quick service restaurant, and I did order something that would have been equal to what I ate on. I know, yeah, I'm wasting a table service on a quick service, but for what the price cost for me, it would have equaled what I probably would have bought on a table service, except depending on the table service that I would have went to. But at that point, it would have been kind of equal or close to that. Because otherwise, I would have only gotten 3 snacks for a table service credit, which at once you're back at the resort or wherever, you couldn't use it anyway. You wouldn't have probably gotten an expensive 3 credit thing. I got the Orangeburg thing, and by the time I finished streaming, everything was closed. Yeah, that's the drawback about the booth sometimes because they start closing up a little bit earlier. Because I see that with some of the streamers when they're there, especially when Epcot was open to 11. There were only certain booths open because they'd be looking for something or want to stop and everything like that. So yeah, sit down if you want a good meal, but quick service if you need something good on the go. Yes, if you're kind of in a hurry or you're not overly hungry and you just want something quick. I will admit sometimes with the quick service, some places I will actually order the kids meal type of thing, only because not that I do it all the time, but sometimes you'll get grapes and like with the kids, you'll get the little entree and you'll get grapes or choice of grapes, pudding, jello, or carrots. Um, and sometimes you can choose between a bottle of water, a small bottle of water, and a beverage. A lot of times I would get the little bottle of water so I could have it with me. Um, so sometimes that's all I'm in the mood for is something small, and the kids meal will get me grapes and something small, and the price is right for that. Because sometimes I'm not hungry, especially in the summertime. It's hot and you're just whatever. So then I eat later. I prefer kids meals because I don't eat a lot in one sitting and I don't carry around food. Yeah. If I'm by myself, I don't carry any food. When I'm with my sister's family, we always carried snacks and stuff for the kids. And sometimes I do carry some snacks, but not all the time. I may carry a bottle of water. Oh, no problem. Welcome in. It's Joey's World, Lisa and Joey and Keith. No problem. Thank you. I'm not sure why the park is open till 10 if nothing else is. Yeah. Um, yeah, sometimes I know whenever they would have extra magic hours at Epcot, we would go so we could get some of the like test track and some of the rides in and stuff. But for me, like World Showcase wasn't really that big to for the extra magic hours. So a lot of times we never really went to the Epcot one and everything. So, but yeah, I'm with Jonathan on. I believe he's the one that said I totally agree. If you need to go and eat fast, then quick service. But if you are with a group of friends or family, want a relaxing sit down meal, yes, I agree with that. Also, Debbie, if I'm with friends and stuff, it's nice to go and sit down and stuff like that. We actually order quick service lunch as soon as we enter so we can get the time window that we want. Um, yes, I noticed that with a few people on stream, they'll go ahead and put in their orders so that way they get in on the time frame, because I have seen some people who wanted to eat and they couldn't get a time until like 2 hours later, and they're hungry. So, and I think right now, I mean, I love the mobile order and stuff like that, but that seems like a little bit of a drawback if you have to order your food 2 hours before you want to eat, especially, if you're not thinking of it, and then all of a sudden you're like, I'm hungry, and you can't get anything because you have to put in the mobile order. But that's a good idea there. It's Joey's World to put your quick service lunch in earlier, especially if you know where you want to go. Certain parks, I only order the quick service because some places, like Animal Kingdom, to me, I never really ate at Yak and Yeti. I do want to try it because I have seen a few streamers go there and I've seen some dishes that they had and tried. So that makes me want to go ahead and try it. But a lot of times I do the quick service. I usually do Flame Tree Barbecue. And I know Pizza Safari is okay if I just want something. A lot of times that's not as busy. I haven't eaten at Restaurantosaurus, but I've been in there with other people. And years ago, when they did have a character breakfast before they moved into Tusker House. Yeah, so Stang Pop Tarts and Toy Story Land had a 2 hour wait. Wow, yes. I think Jeff and Angela ran into that one time. Zach wanted Woody's lunchbox, and they had to put it in, and they had to wait like two hours later to get the food. I had the Peter Pan float at MK. Wow, I didn't eat real food in Disney at all. I just realized that. Hey, there's sometimes I don't either. I know one night um, I had planned to go in and eat, and I ate a Rice Krispie bar because I wanted to meet um, two friends that are really good. John and Dana touring the galaxy. They're very friendly. That's one of my first trips that I got to go down to Disney. And after I had been watching YouTube and watching Dana and John and stuff when they started their channel and stuff, and they were one of the few first YouTubers I met. And then I did meet Corey later in the week. And then that was pretty, and I met a couple other people in between. But yes, that was one of the really cool things. And I only ate a Rice Krispie bar because I went to go meet him. And then we started riding, and next at the park closed. And I ended up eating at the Wawa gas station, the Wawa station that was by our condominium complex. And wasn't bad food. And there was a line there. So obviously it must be pretty good. So I thought I was filling up my niece's car because I was borrowing it. And so I ate there after I was done. So that was pretty cool. That's the thing. If it's hot, I don't do that all. Welcome in, Noah. Welcome back, Penguins Master. Sorry I didn't catch you earlier. Yeah, I don't really get it either. I'm not that I don't like getting food from the various things. Like here in Pennsylvania and Pittsburgh, they have a grocery store called Giant Eagle, and they have a gas station complex called Get Go. And then, of course, we have Speedway, and then there are Sheets, and they all feature different foods and stuff like that. Get Go has a very variety, but they all have kind of the same foods, finger foods, appetizers, sandwiches, pizza. So you can try all kinds of different things. Not for me, not one's better than the other. It's something if I'm quick and I don't want to stop anywhere else, I go there. A lot of times I get beverages at those places. Buc-ee's. Yeah, Danny, I was talking to Rhonda about that. I said, I really like to go to Buc-ee's, but my problem is I don't drive to Florida, so I wouldn't be going by Buc-ee's going down 95. And I said, well, if I rent a car, I might have to drive over to Daytona Beach to go check out Buc-ee's. But I know one place I want to try, and I'm sure it's packed all the time, is White Castle. I remember White Castle from many, many years ago. I think they had one here in Pittsburgh. And then I know when I lived in Florida, they had a place called Crystal, which kind of had White Castle burger type of thing, the slider burgers, but theirs was a little bit different made. But yeah, I do want to try Buc-ee's uh, just because some of the things that people have gotten there, I want to try and get. They have one in Warner Robins, Georgia. I couldn't get near White Castle. I was so mad. Yeah. I know some people who I think pre ordered and sat in line to wait for their pre order and everything like that. So I'm sure I'll probably never get the White Castle. I thought about driving towards Columbus, Ohio, because there's a White Castle halfway between Pittsburgh and Columbus, Ohio. We have been to White Castle in St. Louis. Pretty cool. I can't wait to eat at White Castle in 37 days. Yeah, I heard Buc-ee's has some good food. I know I want to try the beaver nuggets. I know people say it tastes like cereal or some type of food like that. And there's a few other things. Yeah, I'm not sure if I would be a White Castle fan or not. Um, but that's why I thought, boy, if I'm ever driving along between Pittsburgh and Columbus, Ohio, I might go to the White Castle. We had a White Castle in Ohio, but it closed. Yeah, we used to have one in Pittsburgh a long, 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 long time ago. I just remember the building. I don't buy their frozen sandwiches that they have in their freezer section, no, because I don't think they're any that is good. That's about an hour and a half to 2 hours from here, depending on. Beaver nuggets taste like packing peanuts. Okay. Now other people said it tastes like sweetened cereal, so we'll see. Overrated. But like I said, I don't. I maybe one of these days I'll be driving to Florida. I don't know, but so I probably won't get the Buc-ee's unless I took the time to drive to Daytona Beach. And it's very hard to get me out of that Orlando City bubble a lot of times. Although I do have friends that live in Tampa and St. Petersburg and Bradenton, Florida, um, along the Gulf Coast there. And I've always wanted to go see them, but like I said, it's hard for me to leave that Orlando bubble and stuff. So, okay. But that's funny that it's growing up we couldn't eat there because it wasn't kosher. Okay, that's understandable. Yeah, it'll be interesting if I ever get a chance to taste beaver nuggets. We'll see. Maybe I'll have to have a friend send them to me or something and wire them some money. Okay, we'll go on to the next one. Sorry to get off pace. Chill rides or thrill rides? Chill rides or thrill rides? Amy, if you had Crystal Burgers are almost the same but taste a little different. Okay, Mike, I have had Crystal Burgers before, so I'll probably like the fresh ones that you would get at White Castle versus getting the ones that are in the freezer section. Thank you, Mike. Thrill rides for me. I do enjoy the thrill rides, although these days some of those spinny rides aren't uh, kind to me as much, just because I always had ear problems and different things. So plus I'm getting old, so but the I do enjoy roller coasters, the thrill rides a lot of times. Although these days sometimes the at Disney the chill rides are just as good too. But I do enjoy the coasters and different things like that, the thrill rides. Mostly chill rides for Debbie Burnfield. Daniel, depends on the mood I'm in. That's me. I can go to Kennywood Park and ride the train in the old mill and walk through Noah's Ark and be happy. Other times I go stand in line for the steel curtain or ride one of the coasters. It just depends on what mood I'm in and how long the line is and everything too. Both, but chill rides more if it's Disney. Yes, I think Disney's rides are there's a lot more chill rides than the thrill rides. Although, I do enjoy all the mountains and some other things too. How many people can say they freaked out on the People Mover? Hey, you never know. A kid might, especially if it stops or something. But no, I've never really heard anybody say that. But for me, first preference is thrill rides, but I enjoy both. So that's especially at Disney and everything. So hello, Cherie at Surfer Girl. Thank you for joining. Welcome in. I hope you are having a good day. It was Space Mountain Park. It was dark and we stopped. I couldn't see. Yeah, I saw the other day somebody. I was trying to figure out where they were, but they were stuck right in almost to the outside of where Space Mountain was, and everybody kept asking them like, "Where are you?" Because it broke down, and they were just sitting there in the dark. Welcome in, Mary. Thank you for joining. I do appreciate it. We're finishing up this or that. It's Disney style, or if you can't get to Disney, maybe what you think at a regular amusement park. Are you a park close or a rope drop? This or that, rope drop or park close? For me, I can't choose because I'm both. Um, I'm not as commando as I used to be, but I used to get up and be there for rope drop, and I'm there usually for park close, unless we have a dinner or something planned outside the park or something. But a lot of times we're both, and usually if we stay off site, sometimes we're not there for rope drop. We'll take our time because we know we're going to be there all day and not really go and take a break unless it gets really really hot, um, or if we got everything done that we wanted to see. So I'm kind of both for myself. But I'm starting to be more of a night owl. That's why it's disappointing when they have the Magic Kingdom open at close at 6 or 7 or even 8 o'clock. To me, that's early. Um, so that um, that is the that's a little disappointing there, especially if you're a night owl. And Disney Springs. That's one of the reasons why it's so busy at night, because if you chose it, you don't have a park hopper and you're staying at the resorts and it's too cold to go swimming or something, you want something to do and you don't have a car, you're going to go to Disney Springs, or I don't know if the miniature golf courses are open or not. I haven't really seen anybody go check that out on stream or anything like that. I know Blizzard Beach is open, but they close at 6 o'clock, 5 or 6 o'clock, depending on the thing. But I'm usually both. If I'm staying offsite, we do go a little bit later because, like I said, depending on the park hours and stuff and everything. Yeah, I really hope they do extend the hours. I know once they start that Boo Bash, though, depending on what nights they do that. Of course, the Magic Kingdom, if you don't have tickets for Boo Bash, I'm sure they're going to start filter. I'm not sure what time they'll start filtering you out of there, but since I guess it'll start at 9 o'clock, you'll probably get start sweeping those people out at 8, maybe, or 9, probably 8 o'clock, like they kind of did with some of the other things. The one at City Walk is open mini golf. Yes, I've seen that one, but I was wondering if the Disney ones were. I haven't really played miniature golf at Disney. I've done ones off site, but that's because I was staying off site and they were near where we were staying, and the kids really enjoyed that and stuff. But I haven't really played the ones on site. I know the one at Blizzard Beach looks pretty cool. Because a lot of times I have the free vouchers, but it's usually during the heat of the day that you get to use the free thing. So it's um, not really a favorite of mine a lot of times. But if somebody wanted to go, I probably would go maybe when they first open before it gets hot. I didn't see the ones at Disney. Yeah, they have um, two, the Fantasia Golf at by the Swan and Dolphin, like right behind them. And then, of course, the Blizzard Beach area, Winter Summerland. But that's pretty cool. Okay, the next one for everyone: Disney ears or Disney pins? Disney ears or Disney pins? For me, it's Disney pins. I'm not a big ear person. If I was to wear ears, I prefer the hat version or the little hat type of ears. But for me, it's about Disney pins. I'm pretty much hooked on Disney pins. Depends on the ear or the pin, okay? I love mini golf, Debbie Burnfield. Yeah, I enjoy mini golf here in Pittsburgh. There's a few mini golf courses around that I've gone to before. But for me, for this one, it's Disney pins. I have a pretty good collection. I need to start going through and everything like that. For wearing in the park pin, usually I'm wearing a baseball cap or some other type of hat when I'm in the parks. So, but hey, if you love the ears, I don't, that's fun for the people who love ears. They match their clothing or their style, especially if they're Disney bounding and everything like that. So I have to wear a hat because my head just, kind of a fair person. And I know sometimes if I don't have that hat on, I just feel extra hot. Not a big fan of both, but if the ears are comfortable, then okay. Yeah, I can understand that. Heading out. Have a good night, everyone. Thank you, Nick, for joining. Have a great night. Thank you. I know Pete McDevitt went live, so um, you want to check out his channel. He just went live with his creator talk. But have a good night, Nick. I'll see you in the chats. Usually I wear a ball cap or I have a safari hat, and then I do have another wide brim. A lot of times sunglasses because the sun, my eyes are blue and I'm very sensitive to the sun. Okay, the next one is a normal outfit or a Disney outfit. A normal outfit or Disney outfit. And that could be, I know people like the Disney bound, like their favorite character, or I don't know if a Disney outfit would be, Disney shirt with maybe Disney shorts or Disney shirt with shorts. I mix it up. I'll wear Disney t-shirts. Welcome in, Mike 88 NYC. Hi everyone, ears because pins get lost. Yeah, I can understand that too. That pins might get lost. I don't wear them in the park though. If I do, I wear them on the lanyard, and they're usually ones that I'm looking to trade, or I'll go to the trader boards and trade around and stuff like that. Because a lot of times they're pins that I'll even just stick them on the board sometimes or whatever. So, and if I see something, then I just trade them around. It depends what's normal. Yeah, that's true. I was wondering the same thing. Does the question mean a shirt with Mickey on it or Disney bound? Yeah, I was wondering that. I'm probably leaning towards probably a you know a complete Disney style thing. That's what I wonder. T-shirts are fine. Other than that, normal clothing. Yeah, I a lot of times for me it's shorts and a t-shirt. If I'm going somewhere nicer, I might have a polo shirt on and shorts. Like if I'm heading to the California Grill, but when I'm in the parks, it's a t-shirt. Sometimes I'll have. I used to wear basketball tank tops and stuff because of its. I'm thinking yes. Rhonda bound means cosplay, where like you might color coordinate your outfit to be like Alice in Wonderland or Tweedledee and Tweedledum or something. But when they say Disney outfit, I mean you could wear Disney Mickey Mouse T-shirt with Mickey Mouse shorts or something like that, or I see a lot of people, a lot of the women buying the tights that have the cats and dogs and different characters and stuff like that on them. But yeah. But that's all the Disney this and that questions. Um, to me, Disney bound means I'm on my way to Disney. Yes, that's basically me. But yeah, the cosplay is if you really, but it's what it is allowed. Yeah, the cosplay a lot of times to me is uh, like if you're going to those Comic Cons and you're really into a character, you're gonna have that full costume and be that. I know a streamer who their partner loves to do Darkwing Duck and a few other characters like that. So he cosplays them. And or they dress up if you're if you like some of the Marvel characters or something like that type of thing. But I've seen that on different Comic Cons or probably even a Disney convention if they had something where you would go and dress up like, say, Edna Mode or something. But I know with Disney, they don't want adults really dressing up like the actual princesses and the actual characters. So you kind of have to um, kind of dumb it down a little bit in a sense, even though I have seen some people, kind of go like, look like Jack Sparrow or something like that at the Halloween parties and things. Yes, princesses are very popular at the cons. A lot of the women Marvel characters, I've seen a few of their fans. So just different things there. Welcome back. It's Joey's World. Now, I'm going to go a little bit longer, but feel free. I know Pete McDevitt went live. Um, It looks like Carlos is live at the Animal Kingdom Lodge, Kidani Village. So sure, him and Jeff are up to some shenanigans there. Probably meeting up with people, or maybe they're having a good dinner at Sanaa. That's probably why they're there. I wasn't sure if that was on their plan of places to eat, or they were just looking for something to do. And so I see that live. Um, so I'm not going to stay on too much longer, but I'm just curious what everyone's favorite parks are, and maybe two or three of your favorite rides. I know it's hard with favorite rides because I know for me, it's hard to pick them out at times. But I will say my favorite parks in order is the Magic Kingdom. That's my favorite. A close second, close second favor, and it's always going to have my heart because I was a cast member there, is Hollywood Studios. Um, that's one of my favorite parks. I know they upped the game, and I know there was a dry spell for a few years there as they were trying to figure out what they were going to do with Hollywood Studios and everything like that. Okay, Jonathan, thank you very much for joining. Um, so, I know you know, um, but since I work there, that's a sentimental type of thing for me. But I love the atmosphere. For me, it's relaxing walking around there. I know now they add a lot of thrills and there's a lot of different things. I love the neon. I love that Art Deco style. I know they're slowly getting rid of some of that, but it's really a good um, park for me. And then Epcot is another favorite of mine. It is third. I do love strolling the World Showcase, and a lot of times when I stayed at the Epcot resorts, I usually ended my evening at Epcot, walk through Epcot, and just enjoy that evening and peacefulness. I really liked how they had the torches around the Showcase Lagoon. I'm not sure if they're still there because I haven't really noticed on the streams as much. It shows I'm not really paying attention to when they're showing the lagoon and stuff, but it was really nice when they had the torches there. They're probably still there. I just haven't really noticed it too much, the details. So, but and then Animal Kingdom, it's a favorite, but a lot of times if I had to choose, and or if it was a park I had to miss, that's the one unfortunately that I would have to miss. But I do try to get there every once in a while, or mostly when I have time to visit all the parks. Welcome in, Randy and Kathy. Thank you for joining. I had gone over some magic mail, and one of the magic mails is I had ordered myself logo buttons, so I'll be giving those out to various people if I see in the parks or maybe in my travels. So, and maybe some will get them in Magic Mail. So that's something new that I got, uh, and I'll be handing those out. Um, I had gotten mail from Zippity Doodad. He sent out a lot of his members these new buttons that have a bottle opener and it's a magnet also, so you can put it on your refrigerator and have it ready. And then I also got a card from Pete McDevitt for his membership type of thing. Yes. But and then we did this or that Star Wars and also about Disney. MK is what I think when I hear Disney, mostly the castle. Yes. Um, and I think it's a lot of sentimental, a lot of it. There's a lot of attractions there, um, and that to me, like it says when you're walking through the tunnel, and they have the quote above there. I can't think of it right now, but I know one of the streamers I watch, they read that every time, and you just feel like a kid again and go in. I know when I first went to Disney, I was a teenager, and I was hooked going there. It was the first year of Epcot, and Epcot was way different then, and I was just mesmerized by everything with Epcot and the Magic Kingdom, and a lot of the old rides that are no longer there. I know Imagination is still there in the aquarium and the land building, but they have put in different inceptions and different concepts in those buildings. But it has been a nice journey, and I was hooked with a lot of the stuff and everything like that. So, and the animal kingdom is growing on me. I do enjoy the safari. I think for me though, one of the things with the animal kingdom is I enjoy the different lands. I love the animals and the safari and everything. But for me, it got a little disappointing because I actually went on a real African safari. I had a chance to go to Zimbabwe a few years ago. We went on a safari, and I got to do some other things that was really incredible. And then going to the animal kingdom and being like, oh, this is kind of interesting and stuff. I know people love the Animal Kingdom Lodge and stuff. I do love the decorations and stuff, but um, a lot of times it's not my first choice in a resort. I have stayed at the Animal Kingdom Lodge, but after being on a real safari and staying in a real safari resort type of place and stuff, it kind of lost its charm in a sense. I'm not trying to diss it because it is very well built, and if I had the chance to stay there, I would stay there. So, but it just has a different look to it for me. But I do enjoy the safari ride, Expedition Everest, and of course Flight of Passage there, like everyone else. And that's pretty much. And I do wander around. I know my last trip in December, I took my time. I went to the Animation Academy back there. I watched the the Bollywood dancers in the Asian area, and just really enjoyed myself. I need to get back to Disney. Got to get started earning money. Yes, Penguin Master, you need to get jobs, you and Friendly Gamer. See, we can get down there to Disney. But but I love all four parks. But if a lot of times if I don't have the time, the Animal Kingdom does get the shaft a little bit sometimes. So that's unfortunate because it does have some nice features and stuff like that. But like I said, I used to be a park commando in my olden days, and nowadays, yeah, I kind of just meander, and if I get there, I get there. If not, then I'll catch it next time and everything. And I do venture out to other Orlando parks, Universal, because I've been there. I was working there in Orlando when Universal Studios opened, and also I've been to SeaWorld a few times. And I've been out to Busch Gardens, but it's been a while since I've been to Busch Gardens, but I've been to some of those other areas and stuff. So but that's pretty much it. I don't know if any of you guys um, do other things, or if you're just go to Disney and that's all I do. That's okay. That's what you planned, and that's what you have the budget for. If you really love Harry Potter and thrill rides, I'd say go check out Universal. There are different things. I know some of their rides are screen things or virtual reality type of things, but some of them are pretty fun rides and stuff. And I would say, yeah, I'd probably be a little reluctant to go if I wasn't there when it first opened and gone there when I lived there and stuff like that. So um, I don't have a problem going there for a day or two because a lot of times I don't stay the whole day at Universal. My last trip when I was with my sister and I, it was June. We went early morning when it opened, and probably by midday I feel it's hotter there. It doesn't seem like it has a lot of shade and stuff like that in some of the areas. And we pretty much were done for the day about midway through the day after we had lunch there and did a couple things, and we were pretty much done. So, but they do have a lot of different cool areas and stuff. But that I'm going to go ahead and end my stream. I do thank everyone for joining. Um, I do have some other ideas that I'm going to be doing. I probably one of these days share some of my photos from Zimbabwe. I know I do have a video on there from when I did it a few years ago. Some of you are new, so we'll talk about that and maybe some of your favorite trips. I know for me, I that was the first trip I ever went overseas, and I was actually an adult. So, and that was my first overseas trip. And you're probably wondering, well, why Zimbabwe? So you'll find out one of these streams. And got to go to England for a tour and everything like that. Had I known Disney Dan lived in England and a few other people. So if I ever get back to England, that would be something fun if they are still living in the cities that they all live in. It would be pretty neat to meet them in their hometowns in England, Disneyland or the Great Marco or any other English person. And I also got to go to Lithuania a few years ago, although that's on I have most of the pictures on on my computer downstairs, which I wouldn't be able to access for. As a kid, my favorites were SeaWorld and Busch Gardens. Yeah, I've been to Busch Gardens, Williamsburg, and Busch Gardens, Tampa. There used to be a SeaWorld in Ohio until they sold out, and then they sold out to Six Flags, and then Six Flags pretty much ruined that area, and then a group had bought it back, but then when Cedar Fair bought it, they pretty much tore down that whole area. I don't know if anything, I'm sure other developments or apartments or something are on that land now, but I haven't really gotten off that exit to go check out that area at that time. So, but yeah, SeaWorld's pretty fun, and they do have some thrill rides and some different things there. So, but I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. I know a lot of other people will be going live. I know right now Carlos Disney World Freak is live at the Animal Kingdom Lodge, Kidani Village. Pete McDevitt's live. The D&G Explorers goes on at 8 o'clock. Also, the Wonderful World of Walter. Then at 9 o'clock, the This and That Crew, and 10 p.m., Danny at the Griswold Family Vacay for his trivia. So have a great night, everyone. I do thank you for joining. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. If you're new and watching the stream or watching the replay, consider checking out all our other videos and consider subscribing. Make sure you hit that notification bell. Make sure it's solid. That way you'll know I go live, because I do have some things that I might go live over the weekend or even sooner of some sites in and around Pennsylvania. So I will catch you all. Let the adventures begin. And have a great night, everyone. See you. And thank you very much. Bye.